Right, we are almost ready. Welcome back to Morrowind. Let us continue the adventures of Fakir the Khajiit. Alright, let's try to get back into character. Come on, Tetra. Fakir thinks we should be moving now.
If there is anything I can do, I am humbly at your service.
Fakir thanks the boss very much.
What's this about?
Fakir thinks there are too many voices talking now. Fakir thinks that was a very good shot. Fakir feels like doing a little bit of hunting before heading to Vivec. Because Fakir needs to work on his marksmanship with the bow. Stand still. Where did it fall down? Oh, no. Can Fakir take that? No. Fakir cannot reach it. Oh. Okay. Fakir thinks there is good hunting in here. Oh. Finally. This mud crab meat is very tasty. Fakir likes it very much. Fakir knows he's not going the right direction now, but there are so many mud crabs in here. Fakir is very proud of that shot. But perhaps we should not stray too far away from the from our path. A cliff racer moves a lot. Oh, stand still. Oh, come on, Tetsu. Fakir wants to pluck the blooms from this cliff racer. One more. Oh, Fakir thinks that was a very good shot. Now, where is the crab? Here. Oh, look, Tetra. Fakir even got his arrow back, which makes Fakir very happy. And Fakir is not wasting his shots. That is like putting free meat on Fakir's plate. Come here, Tetra. Let us go. Let us get back on the road. Perhaps we should return to the main road. Fakir is getting a little bit out of breath, so we need to slow down. No, just a friend creature over there. No need to worry, Tetra. What is that creature over there? Very big. It floats in the air. Very strange. Fakir has said it before and Fakir will say it again. This place is very strange. Sometimes too strange for Fakir. Greetings, my friend. It is I, Nels Llendo. Who is this person, Nels Llendo? Ah, I see you have heard of me. I'm not surprised. No, no, no. Do not tremble in fear. Nels Llendo is a reasonable man. Hardly the cutthroat some would make me out to be. I offer you fair and healthy proposition. What does the elf propose? A very simple proposition, actually. You will give me 50 septims, and in return you'll be allowed to continue safely on your journey. Nels Llendo gives you his word as a gentleman that, once our transaction has taken place, you have nothing to fear from me. In fact, I can be a very good friend to have. What do you say? Yum, yum, yum. Fine. Take my money, you brigand. Ah, excellent choice, my friend. As I said, Nels Llendo can be a very good friend to have. If you're ever in Pelagiat, I can usually be found at the Halfway Tavern. Do stop by and visit. Certain I can be of some service to you. Now I must be off. Good day to you, sir. Hmm. Fakir did not want to test his strength against the elf. But sometimes these dark elves, you do not want to underestimate how dangerous they can be. Yeah. Fakir wants to practice his skills as a hunter. And Fakir wants to practice his techniques with the spear. Fakir likes his spear so much, he calls his spear Britney. Hmm. There seems to be a large concentration of these floating creatures here.
Make it quick, Outlander.
Just a friendly warning, don't spook the netch. Don't worry, they're completely safe if you don't bother them. But get them riled up and they're trouble, especially the Betty netch. What is the Betty netch? The Betty netch is the tough one. Uh, it's the bull netches that's poisonous, but the Betty netch is twice as tough and twice as mean. Tell me about the bull netch. Normally, a single Bedinich will have a harem of 5 or 6 bullnich, but we keep the bull-betty ratio closer to 1 to 1 for faster breeding. Tends to make our bettinich a little more aggressive than they are in the wild. So what does the elf do for a living? I'm a netch herder. It's long hours but easy work. Just keep them from wandering off. In that case, Fakir bids you farewell, and Fakir will be on his way. Hmm. Fakir has never been on this path, so you... Can you see that tetra? There's a guar. It's also a pack guar, but no, it's much bigger than you. But do not worry. Fakir likes his tetra very much. Let us go say hello to our fellow guar friend.
You aren't.
Rollie the guar. Pardon me, you look like you could use some extra cash. Perhaps you could be of some use to Rollie and me. Fakir is very interested in your guar. Tell me about Rollie. Finest pack guar I've ever had the privilege of knowing. He and I have been together for years. Sure, he and I have our arguments, but he sometimes can be a little stubborn. But we always seem to be able to work things out. What does the elf need some assistance with? You see, Rollie and I are heading to Vivec to deliver the shipment of clothing to Agrippina Herenia, the clothier. Truly, it's some of the finest clothing you'll ever see. Perhaps I could interest you in some. Well, regardless, I've heard rumor that the road to Vivec has become rather dangerous of late. Perhaps you'd be willing to escort the two of us? Rollie and I would be most appreciative. I would be willing to offer you some compensation. Certainly, Fakir can help, um, yeah, help the elf and his squad to get to Vivec. There's a good fellow. See, Rollie, I told you there's still some good folks in these lands. Rollie's become such a pessimist in his old age, but I told him we'd find someone to help. When we get there, I'll reward you. Think 100 septims seems fair? How about the three of us get going? Let us talk about our compensation. Well, I figured that 200 septims would be fair. Sounds about right, doesn't it? Yes, that's a fair arrangement. Again, thank you for your trouble. You'll be paid when we arrive there. Where is this Agrippina Herenia? She's a clothier in Vivec. Her shop is in the canal works of the foreign quarters. She has a nice selection of fine clothing, some provided by yours truly, and stuff transported with care by Rollie. Foreign quarters, so. Well, I think in that case, it's better if we turn around and head back this way. Fakir thinks this is the way to the foreign quarters. Well, Fakir, we're getting pretty close to the city, and they don't let big old guar like Rollie here inside the walls. Seems shame since he's such a personable sort. Isn't that right, Rollie? Anyway, from here you and I can travel out to Agrippina alone. Sure, we can go. Fakir's friend Tetra is Not too big to enter the city. Certainly, no one has ever told Fakir that Tetra cannot enter the city. Yes, Fakir believes this is the foreign quarter. Let us go and find this Agrippine. Hmm.
You want?
Is there something you require? Hmm. Yes, Fakir is searching for Agrippina Herenia. It's a clothing at the foreign quarters. I think our shop is in the canal works. Nice merchandise, actually. Ah, Fakir bids you thank you. Canal works. Hmm. Fakir does not think this is a clothing shop. This one looks like some kind of shrine. Good afternoon, sir. I'm Letrius Mulko, healer. Are you in need of medical assistance? Or perhaps you're just disorientated. That happens frequently to visitors down here in the canal works. Either way, permit me to help you. Oh, what does the Imperial barter? Potions. Very good. Hmm. Hmm. Tetra. Hmm. Hmm. All right, let's.
Keep moving.
Ah, I have to wait.
We're watching.
Yeah. Just move. Foreign quarters tomb. Jean, trader.
What words do you have for
Okay,
me,
I'm listening.
citizen?
Greetings, acrobat. What can I do for you today? Is there anything particular I can help you with? I carry a wide variety of goods, and I think you will find my prices reasonable. I'm a little out of the way here in the canal works, but my fair prices allow me to be competitive. What does the red card mean, being out of the way? I just took what space the temple had available. At least the rent is not very much. I sure wish they could do something about the smell out here in the corridors, though. I guess it can't really help. What else? Brandy. Soul gems. That fucker will buy these soul gems from you. Fucker give you these and 32 gold in exchange.
Probably nothing.
Thank you very much. Oh, Agrippina. Okay, Fakir, we made it. Thank you for your help. And Rollie would be if you were allowed in the city. I really must speak with someone about that. Think how much he'd enjoy visiting this place. He's talking about it for he'd be talking about it for days. Oh, I suppose you wonder about your compensation for your trouble. Oh, yes, Fakir would like that compensation very much. Certainly. The two of us are more than glad to give you your fee. We'd like to thank you again for your companionship. It gets a bit lonely on the road, and sometimes Rollie gets awfully quiet on long trips. He's getting a little moody in his old age. Take care, stranger. Fakir thanks you very much. What do you think, Rollie? Is there a... Do you think there's going to be a canal works on the other side? Oh, that... Look at that. This place is an archer's paradise.
If I can help, I will, but don't take too much time.
Greetings, Bosmer. I'm Silly Fakir. I'm Aradrean. Don't worry. Vivec can be confusing for us, and we live here. Is there some specific place you want? Or someone in particular you're finding? At the moment, Fakir is not trying to find anyone particular, but Fakir is very interested in what the elf has for sale. Hmm. Projectiles, dwarven crossbow, very powerful. Steel crossbow, steel longbow, arrow wasting spark, wasting shard, enchanted arrows, wasting viper, firestorm arrow, flame arrow, flame bolt, frost arrow, frost bloom, shock bloom, shard arrow, poison bolt. Dread frost bloom, 5 to 15 points for 5 seconds. Very powerful. Very, very powerful. Viper arrows. Oh, The elf has got lots of money too. Fakir must remember this place. Thank you very much. Fakir was just browsing. When Fakir gets some money, perhaps Fakir will come back here and purchase something very nice. Oh, he just came here. Ah, Fakir got disorientated. Let us try the other direction. Oh, Fakir can see another door at the end of the corridor. What is this place? Similar funny bookseller. A bookshop. Greetings. Greetings, acrobat. Welcome to my store. I'm Simon Frenilik. How may I assist you today? The Breton sells books. The Brothers of Darkness. The Permanent. Okay, thank you very much. Nothing special about that shop. Oh, there's another shop over here. Yarasha, healer. Yarasha? That is a Khajiit name. Oh. Greetings.
You wish to speak?
Yarasha see that acrobat is not in need of healer. Perhaps he is lost in canal works. Do not be embarrassed. It happens often. Canton is a confusing place. Stay and talk to Yarasha, if not in a hurry. He does not get so many visitors down here. Tell me about the canal works. Not as many people come down to canal works for services, and Yarasha does not blame them. Even few customers, it is noisy down here. Hurts Yarasha's ears, so he keeps door closed. Still, sound of running water makes Yarasha nervous. Sometimes he wakes up anxious that canal works is flooding, but it never is. What did you mean? Oh, what did Yarasha mean when he said visitors? It is lonely for Yarasha down here in canal works. He does not see so many patients. He would like to think that this is good, that people are so healthy. But Yarasha knows there is much competition for healing services in foreign quarter, and few Morrowind seek Khajiit company. But surely there must be other Khajiit in the foreign quarters. Yes, Yarasha understands Fakir. There is Charasami. There's Charasami. There is Charasami, but she's very mysterious and does not like to talk about herself. She sometimes disappears for days. I cannot account for what she does during that time. Baisa is very nice, but she seems to spend much of her time with Yobasha. Yarasha does not want to get in the middle of that. Besides, who knows when Yarasha will leave Vivec to learn in other lands? What is Yarasha going to learn in the other lands? Yes, someday Yarasha leaves Morrowind to discover new plants and learn new methods of healing in another land. He thinks Hammerfell is the next destination. Redcoats are another hardy race, and Hammerfell is land of many exotic plants. He's certain that there is connection between the two. What kind of methods is Yarasha studying? Yarasha understands that healer's practice is not limited to potions and spells, and different cultures have developed their own treatments to cause wounds and treat diseases unique to their land. Since coming to Morrowind, Russia learns much about blight disease from Ashlanders, things that temple priests are ignorant. Heroes should be open to new ideas. That is why Yarasha keeps traveling. What does Yarasha know about Hammerfell? Two things interest Yarasha in Hammerfell. Natural resistance to disease, Redguard enjoy, a rugged sparse interior of that land reminds me of his native elsewhere. Ah, elsewhere. Fakir also misses elsewhere very much. Yarasha is from the northern parts of province, what some call desert. They are Khajiit. These Khajiit constantly move searching for water and game to survive. Perhaps this is why Yarasha is always moving to new lands to discover new things. Hmm. Oh. Fakir is interested in seeing what kind of spells is Yarasha showing. Strong open, wild open, Tusis open. Wild open, 1 to 100 points. Huh? Oh. Ah. Ah. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, it's good to know Yarasha is selling spells to open locks. Fakir will keep that in mind. Foreign quarter tomb. Come, Tetra. Perhaps Fakir needs to review his note. Uh, here it is. Kai sent me to Vivec with 3 tasks. Speak with Ahiranir, a Khajiit Thieves Guild operative in St. Oms. Speak with Huleya, Argonian in the foreign quarters. Huleya, right? At the Black Shaw Corner Club. Speak with Mera Milo, a temple priestess at the Hall of Wisdom in the temple compound. Okay, now Fakir remembers what he needs to do. Black Shaw Corner Club. Oh, we're looking for an Argonian.
What do you want? Speak, traveler.
Fakir can still listen through here.
Fresh game.
I welcome you as the friend of my friend Fakir, but I wish to go to my friend's bookstore, and these troublesome fools are in my way. I've tried to persuade them, but they hate my race, and I fear there will be violence. Perhaps if you speak with them, but be careful and be ready. Where is your friend's bookstore? My friend Yobasha, the Khajiit, has a bookstore. Yobasha's rare books. If you agree to travel together with me there, I will answer your questions. But before we go, I beg you to try to persuade these troublesome fools to leave us alone. Otherwise, I fear they will attack us the moment we go to leave. Tell me about your Pasha. Your Pasha is a friend of mine, a Khajiit. He owns your Pasha's rare books. There's a wide selection of rare and obscure books. He has a very passionate moral and political views, which he shares freely. As a result, he and his bookshop arouse strong feeling in some quarters. Tell me more about your Pasha's rare books. Your Pasha's rare books is a bookshop with a wide selection of rare and obscure books. My friend your Pasha, a Khajiit, is the owner. The shop is here in Vivec's foreign quarters, in the lower wasteworks, on the same level as the Black Shore Corner Club, but down at the west corridor. Tell Fakir more about these troublesome fools. The sight of a free Argonian offends these racist thugs. It would tarnish my Morag Tong honor to slay them, and I don't want to trouble friend Saralis Gomez by fighting in his club. But I must go to my friend's bookstore, where we can talk in peace. If you have a way with words, perhaps you can talk to them. Or if you have a way with money, they might be bought. Otherwise, I fear there must be bloodshed. Uh, Tell Fakir more about this Morag Tong. It is the officially sanctioned faction entrusted with the responsibility of carrying out lawful executions. Right. Very well. Fakir will see what see what he can do. Shut up, the butt out, Outlander. It's that filthy lizard we're talking to, not you. What does the elf say about the? What is the elf talking about the filthy lizards? This rotten piece of trash ought to be chained up somewhere, not running around loose. Perhaps we need to talk about this issue. What is it that you have against Argonians? Oh, you know this. Yes, Fakir, it's true. Uh, Perhaps you should tell Fakir what is your problem with the Argonians. It's an Argonian, and I don't like it. But I can leave it alone.
Under sun and sky,
Good.
Outlander. You only.
Are we ready to travel to your Basha's rare books? Yes, I believe we can go now. Fakir thinks we can go now. Yes, follow me to your Basha's rare books. Thank you, Fakir. I will follow you to your Basha's rare books. I will speak further there.
Where is that slave?
Yes, thank you very much. We should be free from distraction here. Now, I said I'll tell you about the Nerevarine cult, so you can report back to Caius. And I don't know of any sixth house cult, but I can tell you what I do know. I'll start with the sixth house cult. I never heard of such a thing. House Dagoth was the sixth house, but in the war of the First Council, they betrayed the other great houses and were destroyed for their treason. But I never heard of anyone worshipping them. Dagoth the ancient head of House Dagoth, is the devil of the tribunal faith, but I never heard of anyone worshipping him either. What does Targonian know about Nerevarine cult? To understand the Nerevarine cult, you must understand the history of the Ashlanders. Nerva means something very different to Ashlanders from what he means to the Dunmer of the great houses. You should also know about the persecution of the Nerevarine, the legacy of the false incarnate. For the Nerevarine cult is at the heart of this ancient conflict between the nomadic Ashlanders and the settled Great House Dunmer. Here's a summary for Caius, but ask your questions and I'll answer in detail. What does Hulaya know about the Ashlanders? The, the Ashlanders hate the House Dunmer, who have become soft and who have abandoned their traditional ancestral worship for the gods of the tribunal. And the Ashlanders hate Outlanders, who invaded and stole their land and forced them to live as a subject people. A reborn Nerevar who could drive out the Outlander invaders, destroy the false worship of the tribunal, and restore the pure traditional life and faith of the nomads would be a very popular hero to the Ashlanders. Well, tell me more about the history of the Ashlanders. In the First Era, the nomadic Ashlanders and the settled Dunmer clans were much alike, but after the First Council and the formation of the Great Houses, Ashlanders have been steadily forced into the poorest and the most hostile lands. Now the nomadic tribes look to the prophesied return of Nerevar for restoration of their ancient rites and religious traditions. Well, what did the Argonian mean when he mentioned false incarnates? In the past, some have claimed to be the reincarnated Nerevar. The most recent is known as Peak Star, a figure of legend among the Waste tribes for the last 30 years. The temple says these false incarnates disprove the prophecies, since the false incarnates fail and come to nothing. But the mystical Nerevarine cult glorifies rather than shrinks from contradictions, citing the appearance of felt incarnates as certain proof of Nerevar's coming rebirth. Hmm. What does the Argonian know about the Nerevarine? When the Ashlanders joined Nerevar in the Battle of Red Mountain, he swore on his great ring, one clan under moon and star, to honor the ways of the spirits and the rights of the land. But after the victory, Ashlanders say the power-hungry tribunal slew Nerevar in secret, then sentenced them up as gods. The tribunal and the great houses forgot Nerevar's promises to the tribes. Ashlanders say Nerevar will come again with his ring, cast down the false gods, and make good his promises to the tribes. Tell me more about the persecution of the Nerevarine. The temple treats Nerevarine prophecies as heresy, and the temple imprisons and executes heretics, unless prevented by imperial law. But since the Nerevarine cult is hostile to the empire does not interfere, but the temple persecutes the cult. The Ashlanders hate the temple, and particularly the ordinators, for their ruthless treatment of Nerevarine cultists. Okay, right now Fakir bids his new friend Huleya goodbye. Fakir has now some other business to attend to.
The traveler seeks answers.
Farewell, Huleya. Hmm. Now let us go visit our good friend Myungye.
Yes. What is it, Mutsara?
Greetings. What have you got today? Shield, black belt, shock guard robe, medicine cuirass. Okay. Enchanted piece of armor. Ah. Hmm. It is not as good, but has the restore fatigue thing. Oh, very well. Come on, Tetra. Let us go to Saint Oms. Oh yes, now Fakir remembers. He has been there before. Saint Oms is the one that had the little temple where we got the propellant index. Fakir thinks he can remember the route to Saint Oms Canton. Oh, let us go. Ask some questions. I'm looking for a friend of mine, a female Khajiit at Hiranir. Do you know where I can find her? No.
If you're here for trouble, you'll get more. I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
Greetings. I'm looking for Athiranir. Athiranir? Never heard of her. Nope. Absolutely certain. Never heard the name before. Fakir believes you. More people in here. I'm Sivi Fakir. I'm Nels Gauss. I'm looking for Athiranir. That sneak? Should be somewhere St. Oms somewhere. But where? Don't know.
Where is that slave?
Well, perhaps if this Athiranir is hiding, she has come to a place that is hard to find. I'm looking for Athiranir. A census and excite agent have been prowling the canton. Flah. And this agent, whose name is Duvianus Patorius, has been showing interest in Athiranir. So my guess is that while this census and excise agent is making his appearance, Athiranir will be hiding in the underworks. Seems pretty good for a kitty. Gets her inspiration from the census and excise, I reckon. Look for trapdoors down from the canal works level. Tell me about census and excise. Census and excise is the imperial agency that collects taxes and tariffs. You know, the taxman. Their agents also investigate smugglers and other tax cheats. Who is Duvianus Platorius? He is a census and excise agent, and a slick one. I've seen him around here before. Okay, thank you very much. Fakir can see a Khajiit here. What is Khajiit P. Ahiranir?
Some sugar for you, friend?
Yes, Fakir would like that very much.
Sweet moon sugar.
Great. So Caius says to you, speak with Ahiranir, and you have done this thing. You are speaking with Ahiranir. But Ahiranir will not talk to you about the Nerevarine or the sixth house cult. Because why? Because Ahiranir is at the moment very distracted by a nice census and excise agent who also wants to speak with her. Tell Fakir about this agent. You do not know this? They are the collectors of Emperor's taxes and tariffs. The Emperor has outlawed trade in many things, like Chrono artifacts and ebony, and census and excise agent will enjoy being a pest about such things. For several reasons, a census and excise agent is not Ahiranir's favorite person. You want Ahiranir to help you, make the bad agent go away. Then she will tell you things. Fakir understands. Fakir will be right back. Where is the taxman? There he is. Yes, as I said, I'm looking for a friend of mine, a female Khajiit named Ahiranir. I thought you might be able to tell me where to find her. Unfortunately, Fakir just saw a Khajiit like that take a gondola to the mainland. What a disappointment. But thank you for your time. I was just heading back to the mainland myself. Anyway, maybe I'll run into her there. Yes, you do that.
We'll have no
Oh,
trouble here.
screw you. Fakir really hates those bastards. Always in the way. Always using bad language.
Greetings, friend.
So, are you the one Ahiranir must thank for getting rid of the annoying census and excise agent? Indeed, Ahiranir is very glad to see you and very happy to tell a friend of my good friend Caius all about the sixth house cult. And Ahiranir knows nothing about the Nerevarine, but Ahiranir is happy to tell you that too. If it makes Caius happy, ask away, friend Fakir. First of all, Fakir wants to know more about you. I come from Caius, so of course he tells you all about Ahiranir, how she's a friend of Caius, and who does little things for Caius, and who's also a member of the Thieves Guild. Not at all important, but very helpful. A loyal fellow to guild members. Fakir is also part of the guild. It is just a social club. We like the finer things in life. Those who join this club, they must know about how to get finer things in life. We like other guilds, so we get deals on training, on goods, and on services. The guild stewards, they know the finer things in life very well and know where to find them. Ahiranir must tell you, though, there's a war between Thieves Guild and the Kamonga Tong. Ahiranir is loyal to the guild, but Ahiranir thinks maybe the guild is losing this war. Alright. Tell me what you know about the Nerevarine. Yes, Ahiranir knows nothing about this Nerevarine cult, because it is just a silly superstition. So you tell Caius this. Nobody in her right mind pays any attention to this nonsense. Prophecies and ancient heroes reborn and other silliness. Fussy tales for little kitties. What does Ahiranir know about the sixth house cult? This Ahiranir knows about, because it is about smuggling. Some smart smugglers are very suddenly too busy for their old clients, because they have a new employer, the sixth house, who pays very well. But what do they smuggle now? But Ahiranir does not know, because they're very secret. And this is odd, because these smugglers are always loud and bragging, and now they hush up like fat-bellied kitties full of sweetmeats. What does itinerary know about smuggling? Smuggling is a big business. The Empire says we can't trade skooma, moon sugar, ebony, dweller artifacts, exotic timber, weapons, or armor and slaves. So smugglers trade these things. Smugglers also smuggle grief, shame, and sujama to avoid imperial tax. Another sixth house hires smugglers, though what they smuggle, Atrianir cannot say. Right. Well, Atrianir, Fakir thinks it was very nice to have a talk. Very nice talk to you. Perhaps we should now head to the temple district. All right, so I think this is. Uh, oh yeah, I already, already took my headphones off. Okay, so this is enough for now. So when we come back, we'll meet with the third person we were supposed to talk to, and probably also then report back to Caius, etc., etc. So yeah, so thank you for watching. See you next time, and goodbye.